I love how Oprah, you know, gave the little introduction to you and the way she talked about you being so vibrant, full of joy, the best outlook of life, attitude.
You know what's so interesting, because it's no secret that Oprah and I are, she's my best friend and all that good stuff. But when they asked me, you know, they said, you know, we want to honor you. I didn't even ask Oprah if she would make the introduction, because I know she's busy. I know she has 50 million things to do, as you know, Scott. You've been to her.
Oh, hello.
I've seen you over there.
Yeah.
So they called her, unbeknownst to me, and when I found out she was doing it, I said, look, I know you got all this stuff going on. I know you're very busy. She said, but Gayle, who else would do this? Who else should do this? There's nobody who should do it but me. So, yeah, it was a very special night. My favorite son and daughter flew in from L.A., so it was really nice. All the people I cared about the most were in that room. Yeah, there they are. Favorite son, Will, and favorite daughter, Kirby.
I see Will out a lot in L.A., actually.
Do you?
Yeah, like, will he be walking down Melrose?
Well, tell her the truth.
You know, he's minding his business.
Who is he with?
Well, that's the question.
I'm asking you.
I can't tell.
I get no information.
No, like all moms, we don't get any information from our kids.
Exactly. I got to get permission
Scott,
first.
I will be resuming this conversation when we get off air, because
I'm so sorry.
I am very curious.
But Gayle, we were talking about your career, and you got the big honor. Where did your love of news come from?
You know, I think it started, I lived in Turkey as a kid. So from 1st to 6th grade, we had no television. Nobody did. It's just living in Ankara, nobody did. So I was a very big reader. So when I came back to the States, I loved all things TV. I thought, God, this is amazing. Perry Mason, Honey West, Dating Myself, Petticoat Junction. But I thought those were really great shows. But as a family, though, Kit, we always had to watch the evening news every single night. My father insisted on that, and I thought the news was boring. And he would say, you should always know what's going on in the world. So isn't it weird that, maybe it's not so weird, that all these years later, I am working at CBS News, and I walk in the studio where Walter Cronkite, who used to say, that's the way it is, on November 16th, 2018, that I walk in the studio where his map hangs on the wall. I walk past that every day, and I work there. I'm part of the CBS team. You know, my dad died when I was a freshman in college, so I get goosebumps thinking what that must mean to him, because I think that they know.
Yeah.
They know.
Both my parents are gone. I think they know.
You talked about that in your speech.
Yeah.
Another thing that was talked about was your love for pop culture.
Yes.
You recently interviewed Tina Turner.
Yes.
I mean, you had a very serious run in the last few weeks in particular. But Tina Turner, I feel like you're standing on that balcony.
Yes.
She is running through
in Switzerland, Scott.
Right.
Not just on a balcony. On a balcony in Switzerland.
Looking like the Sound of Music behind you.
In Switzerland.
Oh my God.
And she's running through the steps of What's Love Got to Do with It.
Yeah. What's love got to do?
She's still got those legs.
And she does still have those legs. But look at Tina Turner's life. She's 72 now. No, she's actually 74. And the last few years, she's had a stroke. She's had to have a kidney transplant. Her son committed suicide within the last year.
Oh my God.
She's had a lot, her adult son, she's had a lot of stuff that has happened to her. She has a memoir coming out. It's a Broadway play next year. But she is really very resilient and very happy with her life. So the fact that she let us come there to do it for Sunday morning, I was thrilled to do that. I like her so much.
And the dance. And when I see her, though, all I think of is that story with Oprah when Stedman said, nobody is telling you. You're not Tina. With the big. I said, where's Gayle? Gayle needed to tell her this.
Yeah, but she doesn't listen to me. I didn't think it was a great look either. But it's so funny. You know, Oprah and I have been friends a long time, and people say, God, it must be so hard. I said, it actually isn't, because I always say that I see myself in Oprah's light, not in her shadow. But the one time I was ever, I hate the word jealous, but the one time I was ever like, oh, God, I wish I could do that, was when she was doing a show with Tina Turner and was dancing.
On stage.
Oh, my gosh,
where she practiced a routine. And she was so great at it, and I thought, God, that is so much fun.
Do you find yourself doing your impersonation of Oprah like we all do? You don't do like, it's Oprah. She calls you? No?
Natalie, no.
Come on. Answer your phone. Hello, Oprah.
Now, wouldn't I look like an idiot?
No. I think it'd be the best thing. Give her a little dose of it. It's so fun.
And she would think I had lost my mind. Hello, Oprah! She would think I was crazy.
See? I love seeing you do that.
But it's funny, the other day when she introduced Michelle Obama on stage in Chicago, because Oprah kicked off the thing, when she said, Michelle Obama, nobody can, and it didn't start out to be something, but now it's turned into something.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about turning into something, you guys met in Baltimore, is that right?
Yeah.
You 21 and 22.
We're 21 and 22.
The newsroom?
Was this just like
63
walking...
and 64 in the newsroom, Natalie, as you know.
Best friendships are formed in the newsroom, right?
Yes.
Did you, I mean, at the time, did you know that you would become these great friends? What did you bond over?
No, that we were black, that we were 21 and 22, that we were single, that we both had very like-minded philosophies. Like, there was a big snowstorm, and I spent the night at her house, and we ended up talking, which really speaks to her. I'm a production assistant. She is a news anchor, and you guys know a newsroom hierarchy. One is here and one is here.
Unless they're talented, and you bond with everybody.
Yeah, but yeah, sort of, kind of, but it still is here and here. I'll just say this, Kit. Most news anchors aren't hanging out with production assistants. I don't care how good you are. They're just not. But it just speaks to her that she invited me to spend the night at her house because she knew I had nowhere to go. She knew my drive was so far. And we ended up talking all night about, you think so-and-so's boinking? What do you think about so-and-so? What about those two? And we found out that we
had... goss, huh?
Yes. But Oprah says she doesn't gossip. I went, okay. But the thing is, we found out that night that we have very like-minded philosophies about things, and we've been friends ever since.
Well,
and all you need is one good friend. All you need is one, honestly.
That's true, and to have a lifelong friend like that and the loyalty. Let's do a little Oprah here, where she introduced you again to in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
She devours pop culture. She feels a deep connection to people she doesn't even know. Years ago, I was at my home. I get a call. She sounds so forlorn. How you doing? I'm okay. She goes, have you heard? I go, what? Nicole and Tom have broken up. I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. I said, do you know Nicole? Do you know Tom? Nope, she doesn't know them. She just feels bad. And oh, Lord, she's so happy for Harry and Meghan. Oh, my Lord. The other day, she calls me 3 times because Meghan is pregnant, and she's so happy about it.
Hey.
I love
yes,
that.
I am. Because, guys, I love love. I got divorced. My kids were 4 and 5. And I think ultimately everybody wants to share their life with someone. Yes. So I always it always touches me when I see couples that are really in sync, or couples that you think are really terrific and you hear that they're no longer together, like Channing and Joanne.
Yes.
I was Jenna Dewan. I was so disappointed about that. But you really don't know what goes on behind closed doors with people. But I know that they're all just really great people.
I
want people to be happy.
Serious newswoman that also loves pop culture. You can do both, and I love that you've
That's what I do.
You can.
I love it.
You can do both. And it doesn't mean you don't. I don't think you lose credibility
at all
because you like other things. Because I like just as much to see what's going on in our political world right now, which is very frightening to a lot of people, myself included, where the country is so divided and it's so acrimonious, and we're encouraged to be our worst possible selves. That's very troubling to me.
I love it.